moved himself over to West End Muay Thai, where he's training a little more traditional Muay Thai. So we might see a good mix of kind of Dutch-style kickboxing from Joe Valtellini, Bazooka Joe, and with a mix of more traditional style Muay Thai. And he's told us earlier that he plans to bring the best of both worlds.
At the same token, I'm looking forward to seeing Quwane. He described himself as an athletic masterpiece. He started training in 2020, born in London, Ontario. So he's from this place. Raised in Detroit, he moved to Toronto. So,
and we've got
right
our
off the bat, he's definitely showing off his explosiveness.
Because he was holding the leg. Well, he threw that right hand. It was not ruled a knockdown, so it was almost ruled as a slip. No point deduction there. But those knockdowns do show dominance to the judges.
Beautiful boxing there by Quwane, and the liver kick. Ooh.
Good use of the teep, which is the front kick. Strong kick, and we're seeing our first clinch of the evening. Now, this is a large part of Muay Thai kickboxing. To the average fan that is not well versed in the sport, this is what separates Muay Thai kickboxing from other styles of kickboxing. A prolonged clinch period where knees are available and it's a close range where punches don't become less of a part of the tactics, and knees become the primary tactic.
But with that clinch, these two are showing some fantastic strikes from the distance. Long, straight teep kicks, boxing, and there's that clinch again. This is the thing that you have to practice every single day, is that clinch.
Can be, carrying somebody else's weight in the clinch can be very exhausting. And I know these guys are both in great shape in the gym, but it's very different once you get in here and do your first fight in front of a crowd, in front of your fans, in front of your coaches and peers, against somebody who's not a training partner, but somebody who's trying to take your head off. And we saw a little bit of a late blow after the bell there. It will be warned by the referee, but no points seem to be deducted.
Pretty close first round, Sammy. Both strikers are showing some great work on the outside, a little bit of work on the clinch. Quwane laid some nice right hands, catching that kick.
Yes, that first round was interesting. I think it was less of a feeling out process than I expected. But they both landed some good punches. Were effective in the clinch. I don't really give an edge to one fighter or the other at the end of the first. I think round 2 and 3 are going to be what shows us who deserves to get their hand raised and who goes home a little disappointed.
Now, Sammy, you can attest to this. Starting out, how important is it coming in the best shape? Usually the fighter, with all the nerves and the butterflies and the excitement in you, if you're able to bring a little bit more conditioning into your game, you're going to pay dividends in that for you.
In my
2 and 3.
In my experience coaching and being around fighters, first-timers first-time fights tend to go to the person with the best cardio. And, right now we haven't seen either one of these guys slow down, so it's really anyone's game.
And that catch of the kick is looking beautiful for Quwane. Big, nice rip there of the tie clinch by Quwane.
Now we're getting
nice little takedown.
I think what's going to set this fight apart in the clinch, rather, is right now they're both at a 50-50 clinch where they have one hand on the head. They each have their right hand on the back of the other person's head. If somebody can gain inside control where both arms are inside of the others, I think we're going to start seeing one person dominate these clinches a little bit more.
Big right kick by Hassan.
And that was what Hassan told us. He said he's a kicker. The rest of his game is all well-rounded, but everything is to set up his big kicks, and that's where he feels like he has the biggest strength. And that's what we've seen. His biggest shot he's landed so far today has been that big right kick to the body. and he's landed it on multiple occasions.
We haven't seen any elbows yet, but I'm sure these guys want to throw those bows.
Very good. He got his glove tied up in the leg there. It looked like he was going for a bit of an ankle lock, but I think his glove just got tied up. And we're going right into that clinch. Ooh, very good. Another close round. It's. I'm glad I'm sitting at the commentators booth and not the judges table, because this is so far very difficult to score.
Exactly. No, I agree, Sammy. It's a very close fight. Both fighters, I'm super impressed with them. This being their first fight, showing a lot of skill with the strikes from the outside, the clinch work. Saw a few rips and some takedowns there in the Thai boxing exchanges there.
I'd have to say these two look very polished to me for a couple first-time fighters. I mean, the skill level is we're going to see a difference in skill level as the night goes on, but for two guys making their debut, I'd say that they're fighting very technically, and they're impressed me very much for a debut fight.
So Hassan said one of the motivating factors that he has for fighting is that he feels that men these days are weak, and that life itself is so soft, and he's going to make a statement here in this fight to show what a real man's supposed to be. And I think he's doing that.
Yes, and on the other side, Quwane was saying his goal and his kind of what gets him out of bed and gets his ass in the gym every day is the goal of one day perhaps fighting in Thailand and going professional and making a real run at this and a living at it. So we've got two men fighting for different reasons, but they're both bringing it today.
And these guys are men. These are men that want to fight, and they're doing just that.
Got another clinch. We got to watch out for Quwane was kind of hooking around the outside of the leg, which all the fighters were warned. Throwing somebody to the ground out of the clinch is okay, but we don't want to see any trips, and they will be, if they continue to do that, they will be penalized by the referee and have the potential to lose points off the scorecards.
I like the push kick to the face that just went down there.
We're starting to see the fatigue set in. More fights, more clinches are ending up on the ground. Balance gets a little tougher to keep as you get tired, but neither one of these guys want to quit, and they're still putting everything they have into every punch.
Hassan looking like the fresher fighter. He's pressing the action, ripping to the body.
Hassan, that's a nice overhand right, and Quwane answers back with a nice sweep. We got a nice clinch. This is they're making enough space to be able to throw some good knees. We've got 10 seconds to let it all hang out. Quwane is going, both swinging for the fences, and that's the end of our first fight. Great way to start off the evening. Nothing held back by either fighter.
No, wicked fight, Sammy. Wicked fight. That was great. Both guys left it all out there. They both should be very proud of themselves. First fight, fought like actual professionals out there. They're both gassed. I don't know. I don't want to be the one judging this one, Sammy. This is really a crapshoot on who
Definitely a difficult fight to score. I agree with you. I'm happy I'm sitting at this spot and not at one of the judges' tables. We had some big body kicks landed by Hassan, and then we had some big punches landed by Quwane. So depends on what these judges are looking for. But like I said, I'm happy it's not my decision.
Very much so, fans. When judging Muay Thai fights, points are a precedence here. The amount of strikes that you're hitting, the trips, the takedowns, the clinch, they're seen very, very highly on by the judges. It's a toss-up between these two. From a 10-8 perspective, 10-9 perspective, it can go either way. Both fighters feel they won. Both fighters walking with a pep in their step. I'm curious to see who took the first fight of the night.
Great matchup. I mean, we said, similar styles, both aggressive guys, both guys that I don't think either one of them took a step backwards the entire fight. So we saw a lot of clinches, we saw some falls, we saw some big shots landed. I think it was a great way to start off the evening, and I hope we get more fights like that.
I think so. We got 8 fights lined up for you guys tonight with Knockout Kidney Disease, Showdown in the Downtown, Prospect Fighting Championships. It looks like we have a decision coming too. The announcer stepping into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for an amazing contest. Bring a round of applause. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, who have ruled this contest a unanimous decision. Presenting the winner, fighting out of the red corner, representing Farang Martial Arts.
This is great news for Quwane. Quane's told us before the fight that his grandfather instilled the